First of all, it was time for them to come out, even before he spoke. It was time for them to come out, and they looked on the riverbank, and they couldn't see their clothes. Their beautiful lotus-like eyes were gazing across the whole riverbank. Where have our clothes gone? How could they come out? It was very cold. Then Krishna spoke. And they didn't know who it was. They just heard this voice coming. He said, if you want your clothes back, then you must come and collect them from me. And they were looking all around. And then Krishna said, I'm here. And there he was, in the bushes and behind the leaves of a beautiful ancient Kadamba tree. The gopis were very shy. They said, we cannot come out of the water without clothes. You must give us our clothes back. Krishna spoke so affectionately toward the gopis. And the gopis spoke so affectionately toward Krishna as they were having an argument of love. Gopis said, if you do not give us our clothes back, you are breaking moral principles and we will report you to Kamsa. Krishna said, I have no fear of Kamsa. The gopis were trembling and very cold. Our acharyas explain they were up to their necks in the Yamuna. Their heads looked like the most beautiful, fully blossomed lotus flowers within the current of Yamuna. And Yamuna Devi herself was so pleased with the gopis that she was embracing them with her waves. And Krishna told them that you will only receive your clothes if you come one by one, and I will give each to you. So they came out, covering themselves very expertly. They were so shy, and they were so pure. Krishna told them that you have made an offense to Yamuna Devi, to Varuna Dev, the Lord of the waters, to the demigods, by going inside without your clothes. So to atone for the offense, you must fold your hands and put them on top of your heads and offer your pranams. On one level, the gopis were simple and shy girls who were afraid of offending anyone, which is really the way we should all be. But ultimately, they would do whatever pleased Krishna. The false ego, the ahankar, covers the eternal soul. Jivera swarupoi krishnera nityadas. Our true nature is we're eternal servants of Krishna. Nitya siddha Krishna prema sajya kabunai. And the nature of the soul is to love Krishna and to serve with love. But the ego covers that. When we chant Krishna's names, when we engage in the 9 processes of devotional service in the association of devotees, we are meant to leave behind all that ego. Essentially, that's what tapasya, that's what vairagya, renunciation means. Not just not eating or subjecting ourselves to torturous conditions. Real renunciation is to leave the covering of these false egos and all of our misconceptions behind. And when the devotees, the Brijbasis, go to Chirghat and offer cloth to the tree, that is the meditation. That Krishna, like the gopis, we want to leave behind all of our material desires, attachments, and designations so that the pure soul can surrender in your loving service. Krishna gave the gopis their clothes back, but he did not give their hearts back. He stole their hearts forever. That is the ultimate perfection of bhakti. We're following in the footsteps, not imitating, but following in the footsteps of the gopis of Vrindavan, according to this Leela and the great acharyas. Our prayer, our intention, our aspiration, and our goal in life, Prema Pumarta Mahan, is to serve Krishna with love. And when we are sincere, Krishna will steal our hearts. Satsang in Vrindavan is where we are all hearing, chanting, and serving together to inspire one another with this golden life that Krishna, out of his causeless mercy, will steal our hearts. That is the purpose of chanting Harinam Sankirtan. May I give you a little meditation of how easy devotional service is? When we hear a story like this, if we are simply happy that Krishna kept the gopis' hearts, then Krishna will steal our hearts. You see, Krishna told the gopis that night, I have accepted your prayers. I am yours and you are mine. And the fact that we were interacting in this way is only possible between a husband and a wife. And next year, we will enjoy together. And the next year, Sarat Purnima, Krishna performed the Rasa Leela with these gopis. So when we find happiness in other devotees getting Krishna's mercy, then Krishna is most pleased with us. We don't have to be a gopi. If we're just happy that the gopis were so happy, that's our entrance into Vrindavan. But as long as we have our selfish egos and our immoral tendencies and our spiritual laziness, we can't have that happiness. We are cultivating through our sadhana, through our seva, through our morality and following regulative principles. Ultimately, we will listen to this wonderful Leela and feel, yes, this is the perfection of my life, is Krishna accepted the gopis. And their desires were fulfilled. If you have that happiness, Krishna will give you the same experience. So let us celebrate by chanting and dancing.
You were listening to Radhanath Swami on devotionalnectar.com.